I came for the American dream, all the shiny people in the magazines. Drink up the town till you overflow. Another pill and on with the show. But round this time of year, it just gets hard. So for you this once, I'll try to let my guard down. Half the ones you loved are gone. Half the sun has come and shone. I'll wake from a dream of you. Cheated on myself with another man. Made him up tough with a plastic grin. Made him come and play every show with me. Everything's alright, nothing here to see. Well, I see another Christmas come around. Oh Lord, we've run ourselves into the ground again. Now these days don't last so long. Now these hands don't feel so strong. And all the ways to use me up are gone, gone. The year is gone. Bring the next one on, 'cause we got it all wrong. One more chance with this song. The year is gone. Bring the next one on, 'cause we got it all wrong. Don't get much help from this song. The year is gone. I just wanna move on and finish this song. It just goes on and on, just like we go on and on, like we go on and on, we go on and on and on. Hi, welcome to Biophilia Records Fest 2021. I'm going to play a few songs from my new record, Run the Sunny Gauntlet, which is out today. This song is called Aubrey. Gets me every time, thinking of that place where they let you lie. No expression on that face. Caught up in that tale. Worked for us up until now. But did we even try to ask anything but how? just to fall from grace. What did he really want? I might not ever know. Could he have been afraid? He'd never let that show. Turn back on a dime, but couldn't find a trace of any song he wrote. Just his empty case. And how wrong that holy book, my hands shook by the wrong crowd. And even though yours is a different fight, the same rules apply. And even though she never looked so bright, I left with no goodbye. And even this time, when you know you're right, you still need to try. And even right now, with the end in sight, it's not too late to cry. And even though yours is a different fight, the same rules apply. And even though she never looked so bright, I left with no goodbye. And even this time, when you know you're right, you still need to try. And even right now, with the end in sight, it's not too late to cry. Thanks. I'd like to do one more song for you. This song's an older song from my first record, and I originally wrote it about creeping on an ex-girlfriend over the internet. But over the last year, like many things, it's developed a new meaning. And now I guess it's about creeping on all of you over the internet. It's called Brown Leaves. I hope you enjoy it. Through the wires I'll be watching as your evening fades to grey, as the teapot keeps you company, lends an ear until the night. Well, there's no end in sight. Find someone, though you might. I'll crash into you again. And in my room there is a ghost. She sleeps beside me in the morning. I watch her dress and brush brush her hair. Then she runs towards the light, but God puts up a fright and flings her down through the clouds. Tell me the story of your silence, or type it out on yellow paper. Maybe I'll write a different ending, where gleaming princes storm your tower. And there your leaves are going brown, but here the snow begins to melt. And I remember what you told me, that I'd be better off alone. Well, I'm almost never right, and this song's got quite right. So I'll just buy you flowers next time I see you. 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 So you heard a couple of songs from the album in that video. The new album is called Run the Sunny Gauntlet, and it's out today, wherever you stream or buy your music, preferably Bandcamp. I'm proud of this record. It's my third full-length record for Biophilia, and very happy as usual to put music out on this label, which I believe very strongly in the message that the label stands for. So the record wasn't intended to be kind of a series of journal entries about experiences that I've had over the past 5 to 7 years, mostly failed relationships and ongoing relationships with various forms of anxiety and depression, and all those kind of ubiquitous and universal conditions that almost all of us encounter at some point in their lives. I'm going to quickly play one other video. This is a music video that I shot recently in Brooklyn for the single Fallen Stars, and features some of my friends making cameos, and really tried to kind of capture the disorientation and depravity that sometimes results from too much self-criticism. So I know I'm not alone there. I'm sure many of you out there can relate to that. But so let's check out this video, Fallen Stars.
It went by so
So this video was pretty fun to make. I got a bunch of my friends, especially for that nightclub scene. Got some black lights and some glow-in-the-dark tape, and tried to convert my space into a nightclub. And it was fun. Like we kind of, it was maybe one of the first gatherings of people indoors that I've had since COVID broke out, and definitely the first gathering in the basement. So, except of course for my kind of concert series that I've been putting on, Underexposed. But that's a different kettle of fish altogether. That's very a lot of precautions in place, just music, no hanging, and the music video that I shot was more like people drinking in a basement. So that hasn't happened for a very long time. So that was fun. And yeah, really just tried to capture that journey from cool to not cool that we all go. Yeah, that was fun. And so yeah, this album, Run the Sunny Gauntlet, it's been 5 years in the making. Songs completed at various points over the past 2-3 years. And then I had some great contributors to the music: Mark Whitfield Jr., Ben Vanderwall, Carl Morgan, Hugh Stuckey, John Organ, Ines Nazara. I'm probably forgetting someone, but I was very, very fortunate to have these guys bring the music to life, especially Mark and Ben. Just really having a good drummer bring the songs to life is something else. And it was all recorded here in my home studio, except for the drums, which are done at various studios in Perth and Brooklyn. And yeah, as I said, it somehow chronicles kind of a bit of a roller coaster that definitely will be familiar to some of you. Not new things that I'm experiencing, nothing that hasn't been experienced by many people before. But I thought I could try and translate my own experience with it into music, and I didn't realize I was doing that at the time. But I guess it was, of course, feeding into it subconsciously. So yeah, I don't know if there's a particular song that stands out to me, but I would say, if anything, on this record, I'm a little more comfortable with vulnerability and letting things be aired that were previously actively suppressed. So I guess that's a victory. Yeah, okay. You let me know. What artistic things excite me these days? Well, doing all this has been great, making a record, making some videos. And as I said, this concert series I've been doing has been my lifeline through the past year, just having artists come in and play and producing those shows and trying to get the quality of the tech side as high as possible, and to make an environment that was comfortable and safe for the artists. So that was kind of near and dear to my heart for the past year. I think going forward, I've realized that making the videos for the music has been great, and often, of course, it happens the other way around, where music is made to video, film scores and such. But I think I'm excited by the prospect of trying to do both at the same time, to try and create music and video at the same time and see what happens. I have kind of the equipment now and a little bit of knowledge from doing all these concerts, and I think I could. I'm sure it's been tried before, but I don't know if anyone's really tried to create some kind of work where the video and the music are created in parallel. So that's the next project, I think. Yeah, well, that's easy. So my mum would be first, because I haven't seen her for a while. And the other two people would be Fabian and Linda, because it's also been too long. Well, I guess that would be 4 people because of the new addition to the family. So Mum, Fabian, Linda, and Bub. Definitely. Easy. Why do I play music? I don't know if I had a choice. I made a choice, but it just felt more satisfying than anything else I'd done up to that point. And I almost had a path in science and computers and all that, but nothing about that made me feel anything. And when I started playing music in my teens, that just was kind of the answer to my to what was lacking. What do I still do? Keep playing music? I don't know. Does anyone know that why we still keep doing this after 25-ish years doing it? Yeah. Again, maybe it's not a choice. I just the same as anyone. I just hope we emerge out of this interesting year and learn from our mistakes and think everything seems to be at least heading in the right direction in America at least, and you know, it was not a fun 4 years prior to that. So I'm just observing New York and observing Brooklyn really kind of come out of hibernation, and at least as far as I can see, everyone's being fairly smart about it. So that's nice to see. So I'm just looking forward to the weather getting warmer and getting some semblance of the New York that we used to know. I think that we all agree that might never quite be the same, but I'm really looking forward to that kind of re-emergence of all the people and all the culture, hopefully. First record that really blew me away was weirdly Branford Marsalis Random Abstract, and yeah, that was the first thing that I really resonated with. Great playing by Kenny Kirkland, Tane, and who's on bass? I should know. Is it Lonnie Plaxico or might be Delbert Felix? Anyway, great record. Yeah, I think a pivotal moment for me was moving to New York. I think that prior to that I wasn't really comfortable in my own skin musically, and New York made it feel like it was okay to be who I am as a musician, which is not like anyone else has it. Stands to reason. It's your uniqueness here is valued rather than judged. Let's say. Well, I'm sure there's people judging it. I don't care, but I don't. It doesn't feel that way, and not that Australia is a very judgy culture necessarily, but just a bigger pool here, and there's room for very different voices. So that was a real pivotal thing. What advice would I give myself? No advice. I would just tell myself that it's all going to be fine, because it is. Yes, Astro Boy. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It was an ABC cartoon with like a robotic infant/kid that kind of wore speedos and like was in the future and was a superhero and like rescued things with a sci-fi tip. It was really I don't know why I liked it so much. I think I just liked the fantasy of it. The tech side too, I guess, probably resonated with me. But yeah, I wouldn't even say check it out. I haven't seen it in years. I don't know if it's actually good, but that was on the radar growing up for sure. How does the germ of something become an actual performance? And that, I would say, is just hard work. I think the idea is the easy part. That's the 1% of the work, and then the 99%, if you've all heard that said before, is just actually working it out and fleshing out that idea until it's ready for performance. And then you perform it, and then it's good or it sucks, and if it sucks, you figure out why and go back. So it's a constant process, not really an arrival of. It's definitely not a time when I've birthed a fully formed idea ready for performance that just works magically. No, it's a process of just going back and forth and listening to yourself with a non-critical eye. Easier said than done, but just saying, well, okay, it's not as good as a Wayne Shorter tune. Well, why isn't it? Try and kind of be analytical about it like that. What does it need? So it's a constant process of refining stuff. And since I've been starting to write lyrics, that's even more the case. It's almost never happened that I write the lyrics at the beginning and they're good. They suck for a while, and then they suck a bit less as I work at them. And By the end, they don't suck, in my opinion at least. But that's not an immediate thing for me. That's a process of just creating a war zone on paper of different words and ideas, and just putting them together and seeing which ones click, and it's really just work. I don't know if it's magic. It's just getting it all out and then eliminating what doesn't work. Well, that's a tough one. I think the main thing is to accept that you're not always going to enjoy it, especially when it's your job, and especially when you're doing it all the time. There's no way you can. I know some people that maybe do, but for most of us, it's like enjoyable an amount of the time, and feels like work the other part of the time. And when it feels like work, that's always a learning process too. You're like, why is it feeling like this? What am I in a situation I don't want to be in? Am I playing with people that I don't share their vision? And then there's ways to address those times when it feels like a job. But even when you're playing with the best people in the world in the best circumstance, it can sometimes not feel like work. So it can feel like work. So I think it's just a process of, taking the bad with the good. And, I think it's fair to say that as we get older, those times of transcendence and feeling transported by the music come a little less frequently than when you're kind of, 18 and wide-eyed, and just everything sounds amazing and feels amazing. But those moments, now that they're rare, are all the more precious. So I hang on to those. And overall, music never feels like a real job. It's hard to use that word to even describe it. Well, cats, that's easy. I mean, I have cats growing up. You guys don't care about this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We have 2 cats in our house, and we also have 5 outdoor feral cats that came with the house. That number may grow as summer approaches and kitten season starts up. We've already spayed 5 females, and so hopefully none of them will get pregnant and have kittens, but I'm sure they'll come from somewhere else. But I love them all. They're all arseholes in one way or another. Cats. Okay, I think there's nothing else left to say. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, congratulations. And thanks again to Fabian for putting this on. Thanks again to everyone that supported me during the making of this record, not just musicians, but all my friends and family too. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. Run the Sunny Gauntlet, Biophilia Records. Thanks.
No te eleves tan re alto, no te eleves tan re alto, prenda de tanto valor, prenda de tanto valor, que al árbol que más se eleva le tumba el viento la flor. A mí me llaman el negro, a mí me llaman el negro, y si yo no niego mi color, yo no niego mi color, porque es negro el cigarrón y pica el árbol en flor. This is La Ventana, the Window. This song was written when the pandemic started. Basically, musicians, we were recording tracks at home, videos, and then the other person put another video playing something else. So this song was created for that. I used to perform it also a cappella with percussion, but with the time the song has developed, and I'm playing today a little bit with guitar. It's a song, it's called The Window, because basically in a very poetic way, it's just saying, I'm here in my window, and how are you there? I can see from my window these and these and these things, but everything is very poetic. It's like the inside and the outside of the window just connects. Things come and go. Birds come inside, crossing the window, and I don't know. It's a beautiful song. I love it because I find it very cool, and it reminds me of the time that we were at home all the time during these times, and something beautiful that came out from those days.
Quiero saber cómo estás y contarte desde aquí que se ven nacer las flores, por mi ventana van entrando los soles y su luz. ¿Qué tal es donde estás tú? Puedes ver el mar de lejos o verlo a través de tus ojos. En el espejo van reflejando el cielo azul. Las aves vienen volando, posándose en tus pupilas. Y así cuando las nubes van cruzando mi ventana, poquito a poco se van quedando entre mis pestañas. Y si cae una lágrima no es que tenga tristeza, son las nubes que entraron a llover bajo mis cejas. Ay, diray, 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 diray. Diray, diray, diray. Quiero saber cómo estás y contarte desde aquí que se ven nacer las flores, por mi ventana van entrando los soles y su luz. ¿Qué tal es donde estás tú? Puedes ver el mar de lejos o verlo a través de tus ojos. En el espejo van reflejando el cielo azul. Las aves vienen volando, posándose en tus pupilas. Y así cuando las nubes van cruzando mi ventana, poquito a poco se van quedando entre mis pestañas. Y si cae una lágrima no es que tenga tristeza, son las nubes que entraron a llover bajo mis cejas. Ay, y ay, y ay, 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 y ay, ira, ira, ira.
This song is the lyrics are from a poem of Julio Alfredo Egea, a poet from Almeria, Spain. He is the uncle, well, he was because he passed away. He was the uncle of a very good friend of mine, Rocío Egea, and I knew of him through her because she was sharing some of his poems, and I liked his poem very much. It's called Nana del Miedo. Nana is a lullaby in Spanish. We call the lullabies nanas, and it's lullaby of the fear. And it's very cute. I find it very cute and very simple, and in this cuteness is very strong because it's like kind of a person talking to a kid. Say, I bring you 5 soldiers of chocolate made of chocolate, and eat each one of them just little by little. And it's basically like telling the kid that I want you to think, I don't want you to think of war. I think, I want you to know that there is an angel that is always protecting you. So it's a beautiful song.
Cinco soldados traigo de chocolate, mi corazón estaba late que late. Cómetelos, mi niño, muy despacito, cómete al capitán y al soldadito. Tú no irás a la guerra guerra, Dios no lo quiera. Solo sabrás historias de primavera. No me preguntes nunca qué es la trinchera. Para ti sea la tierra solo pradera. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando. Cinco soldados traigo de chocolate. Mi corazón estaba late que late. Cómetelos, mi niño, muy despacito. Cómete al capitán y al soldadito. Tú no irás a la guerra, Dios no lo quiera. Solo sabrás historias de primavera. No me preguntes nunca qué es la trinchera. Para ti sea la tierra solo pradera. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando. Duerme soñando que el ángel de la paz te está guardando.
This song is called Calle Quitapenas, which means street. Calle Quitapenas is to get rid of the sadness. It's a song composed, written by Rajiv Jayawira. He's here playing this song with me and also another song, and also he's helping with all the production, recording and everything. So thanks, Raj. And well, there is a street in Malaga that is called Calle Quitapenas, which is a really beautiful name for a street. And he wrote this song and called the song with the same name of the street, which is also a beautiful name for a song, Calle Quitapenas.
See you.
The song Sola is recorded in my album Sikame, the album that came out with Biophilia Records. This song, the title Sola, means on my own, and I wrote this song some years ago, and this song talks about when you are in a difficult moment in your life and you're just going down, 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 down. You have to find the strength inside yourself to fly again, to learn how to fly again. I've been playing this song since the pandemic started in many concerts, because it's a song that for some people it's a song of strength. So they asked me to play it, so I bring it today also to this concert, Sola.
Dentro de mi voz nacen las flores y en mi corazón la primavera. Bebo de la fuente que da la vida y como los frutos que da la tierra, empiezo a caminar cada vez más deprisa. Un mechón de mi pelo rozando mi sonrisa, y cuando se va el sol la luna baja y me susurra. Sola abro mis brazos, siento que el viento me lleva, el universo inunda mi alma con estrellas y poco a poco pierdo el miedo de volar. Ay, 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 dejo que lo más bello de este mundo me ilumine, de entre mi pecho nacen miles de jazmines. Sola, sola, ay, sola. Dentro de mi voz nacen las flores y en mi corazón la primavera. Bebo de la fuente que da la vida, ay, y como los frutos que da la tierra, empiezo a caminar cada vez más deprisa. Un mechón de mi pelo rozando mi sonrisa, y cuando se va el sol la luna baja y me susurra. Sola abro mis brazos, siento que el viento me lleva, el universo inunda mi alma con estrellas y poco a poco pierdo el miedo de volar. Ay, 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 dejo que lo más bello de este mundo me ilumine, de entre mis pechos nacen miles de jazmines. Sola, sola.
This song is called 10 años, 10 years. It's not the definite title because it's a song that I'm working on it. It's a song that will be part of my next album. And I'm presenting it today, like very simple, with guitar as I'm working on it. It's a song that is part of a story because the next album will be with different stories that they have a little bit whole story together. And it says, I came here 10 years ago and I'm almost leaving. I came to find my treasure that I was looking for it for so much time. I hope you enjoy it.
Llegué aquí hace 10 años y casi me estoy yendo. Ya encontré mi tesoro, lo busqué por tanto tiempo. Miré en todas las grietas, caí en hoyos profundos. Por más que rebuscaba, se encontraba bien oculto. Mis ojos solo ven 2 palmos frente a mi nariz. ¿Qué tal si los cerrase y dejase mi voz salir? Que vuele lejos de mí. Que vuele lejos de mí. Que vuele lejos, muy lejos, muy lejos, muy lejos de mí. Cuando quise escaparme, la ciudad va y se gira, y se mueven las calles y se cambian las salidas. Y todo lo vivido lo llevo dentro de mí. Quiero ver más colores, ya no quiero ver el gris. Me marcho lejos, dicen que es de valientes marcharse y viajar muy lejos, pero es mucho, mucho más difícil hacer el viaje hacia adentro, caminar por las entrañas, abrirse paso en las venas, romper todas las telarañas, abrazando nuestras penas. Llegué aquí hace 10 años y casi me estoy yendo. De tanto recorrerla, la ciudad me entró por dentro. Esta es como cualquier otra canción de despedida. Mientras la voy cantando, camino hacia la salida.
Music itself. But I think all this year, last year, and everything that happened and how things have changed so much, for me, I'm still searching for exactly the things in music that motivates me. Now, as we can see, is everything on social media, and because of this pandemic and everything, we are doing online concerts, and I find that like great to be able to share with everyone. But at the same time, computers and internet and social media is a little bit distracting from the for me, for the main point of creation, which is a little bit to go more inside, and to listen to yourself, and with so many things going on, and also with all the news and the things that are around, sometimes it's more difficult to find that motivation. So here I am, yes, finding those moments that I can connect with myself and really work in music, and say the things that I want to say, and that I really can connect without distractions around, which Malaga is a great place for that, near the beach. This is Sikame, my last album. This is the Biophilia of Sikame, beautifully designed. Yes, this is the other side of it. It was a challenge, the design. This was the first Biophilia of Biophilia Records, if I remember well, and I didn't have any other example before. So it was basically with the designers to, well, we have to make everything fit this shape. Also the cover, to find something is a little bit weird, because you have to think differently about when you have a portrait. The theme of Sikame is the theme of the colors of the gold, so everything is like yellow and fire and this kind of vibe. So we were trying to, work on that idea, making everything magic, and there is a video clip that the designers also did, the same guys that did this design. So we feature a little bit some of the things, that there is a bird in the video clip of the song called Sikame. So we put myself with some wings flying, and then here, like when you open, so the cover in the back, where you can see some of the symbols that appear also in the video, and the symbolism of the theme in general of the album, which is Sikame, the soul of the gold, what is inside of the gold, that is called Sikame. So it was a beautiful process, and I loved the Biophilia, how it came out. So get it, it's great. Well, first of all, these days, if I could have dinner, I would choose to have it with my family, my husband, any of my friends, instead of anyone else, because they are the people that I enjoy the most having dinner with. If you ask me, maybe somebody was related to music, I don't know, many people know. I think, I don't know, Björk, for example, would be great to have dinner with. Yes. Any of the amazing singers, also Mercedes Sosa, that I love her, that would have been great to have dinner with her. Yes, many people. For me, is the way of express myself the best. And I've been in other arts. When I started going on stage, I was a dancer, and I love it, and I love all kind of arts and all kind of expressions. But when I started in music, studying voice and learning and writing my music, I felt that it was that I was communicating the deepest part of myself, like the voice. I feel it comes from really, really inside. A voice that goes out, it tells a lot about the person. So yeah, it was exciting. So yeah, I do it because I love to do it, and I enjoy writing my songs and telling my stories, and I enjoy singing itself. It's a very pleasant to sing. It gives me pleasure to sing. musical things that I have in mind all the time. Also writing, I love to write stories, writing tales, so I have a lot of ideas. So I love sewing. I sew my dresses for my concerts, so I love that too. But lately I think I got a little bit obsessed with gardening and seeds. So I love to plant and to take care of the plants and to learn how to grow this seed and everything. I found myself very excited every time I found a new thing, a new flower in the plant. So that's something that lately is a lot on my mind. I think there are many. Every time I finish a project, like I record, every time I recorded an album, for example, I ended up learning a lot and a little bit different about my knowledge. So that for example is of course some specific moments. Moving to New York also, living in New York, I think made me learn a lot about music and also see things different. I really feel that people that live in New York, they really learn a lot to be professional musicians, because the city is very hard and there are many great musicians, so you have to learn to keep yourself there in the scene. So I think, yeah, learning every day, but I would say maybe those moments were important. Not to worry about the things, not to get so stressed out about everything, but it's also easy to say now 10 years after. So and I don't know, I would in the musical theme, I will tell just to continue doing whatever I feel I had to do and working on the style that I want to work on my songs, and just listen to what I have to say, and not so much in what is the fashion in music, or not push myself to, to be out there so much, or doubting myself a lot. Just enjoy and do what I have to do, music, and everything else will come to me. I think it was La Bruja Vería, basically some Spanish TV show that they play every Saturday morning, featuring many of the artists that they are now known musicians. And it was a little bit they were talking a lot about politics and philosophy to the kids and stuff that in the programs today they don't talk to those things to kids. They treat kids like they are silly, and kids, they also think and they have their beliefs. So it's good to talk to the kids also about real things, and not just about, like happy and things. Talk to them about the reality, and that's it, and make them learn about life. That's good. It was called La Bola de... sorry. This TV show was called La Bola de Cristal, but the La Bruja Vería was the main character, and everybody loves her because she was always anti-capitalism.
Y así cuando las nubes van cruzando... ¡Ah!